Hey Andy! I'm going to show you my apartment today because you showed me yours last week, and I'm really excited to show it off. Mine's not quite as homey as yours is, but I've also only lived here for a month and I also live on my own. So not a whole lot to show off or share, but let me show you what I got. Okay, so when you walk right in the door, you get my dining room table, which is so super cute. My mom picked it out for me from a thrift store. And you'll already notice the craftiness on the table. You've got the crochet hooks right there, and then also those clipboards that I used to doodle. So if I were to go and flip this over, you'd see all of my drawings on the backs of them. There's also drawings on the front, but there's also other things clipped to the front, so I'm not going to take those off because it'll be a big organizational mess for me. There's my school bag. It's massive, and then you get to my crafting corner. This is technically my living room, but it's really more of a crafting room than anything else. So you've got a yarn supply there, and some polyfill for 3D yarn projects. That is about maybe a quarter of the yarn that I actually own. The rest is at my parents' house. Then you've got sewing machine and my sewing whip. Whip stands for work in progress, so I've got here, it's going to be a skirt. Woo! Whoops. Actually, it already was a skirt, but then I washed it and it started fraying again. So now I need to hem the bottom over again. Then I've got my sewing machine, which is super nice, and I love it a lot. It's a Singer Stylist 2. Then I've got 3 different kinds of scissors, one for yarn, one for fabric, and one for general purpose use, because you cannot mix up your scissors. Sewing kit. And then in the drawer here, more artsy stuff. I've got my colored pencils and some coloring books in there. Then if you turn around here, is my deck, which is really nice. You can see that I'm kind of in the middle of the woods at the corner of a building here, which is super nice. And then I've got my little garden going on down there. I have killed almost every single plant that I have tried to grow, but so far it's working out. We'll see if that actually continues. And then if you go over here, look, more arts and crafts. That is a crochet whip right there on the couch. It's going to eventually be a cardigan if I can figure it out. We will see. I'll show it off if I do figure it out. And then this is a quote. It says that she woke up every morning with the option of being anyone she wished. How beautiful it was that she always chose herself. My dad's coworker made that for me, and my dad hung it up on my wall, and I love it a lot. This is my kitchen. It is pretty standard. It's complete with dishes to do and apples over on the counter because I'm a teacher and teachers need to have apples, right? Over here on the fridge is further testament to my craftiness. You've got these little button magnets that I made. They had sticky stuff on them already, and then I just stuck the buttons right to them. Some of them I also hot glued, like this one. I also have my Cran Hill name tag right there because I go back to volunteer quite often. A couple of pictures and an orienteering course that I once planned out. I'm pretty proud of that, so I stuck it on the fridge because that's what you do with stuff you're proud of, right? This picture is one of my favorites. It is of my team this summer, the Adventure Rec Beach staff. I was the supervisor. And for the 4th of July parade, we tied ourselves together with about 80 feet of climbing rope. And it was really fun because a bunch of the kids in the family campground came at us with water balloons and water guns, and we tried to scatter, and we couldn't because we were all tied together. It was hilarious, and I would totally do it again. But the rest of my team isn't too keen on that. This is my room over here. I guess they're all my rooms, kind of, but this is my bedroom, complete with the bedspread that I knitted back when I did more knitting than crocheting. Over on the wall, you'll notice I have a fabric stash, and in here, there's a couple of things that are going to be, like this cherries fabric is going to be a dress, along with that red, and then the rest of it is mostly scrap fabric, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that, but I mean, maybe I'll learn how to quilt or something. That'd be pretty fun. Cornerstone pennant on the wall, repping the homeschool. And I've got over here my little bedside table wall desk thing, whatever you want to call it. So down here on the bottom, I've got my devotional book and my picture book from my friend Maddie. She made this for me after we graduated college together. This is Jory, Maddie, and Noelle, and then that's me on the end. We lived together for a long time in college. It was a lot of fun. Then up here, we've got my BB-8 lamp. It's pretty cool. My mom gave that to me for my birthday last year, and I really love it a lot. Then you've got the picture wall. Back when I was in high school and college, I used to tape hundreds of pictures up on my wall, and now that I'm an adult, I figured frames would probably be the better choice. You guys are up there a couple of times. You've got the Star Wars day, hammocking, and of course your wedding right down there, and also your engagement. That was a lot of fun. Last thing I wanted to show you is my closet. Just like you, I've got a pretty big one. So right here I've got all of my Miss Frizzle dresses. This one's got lemons on it, so that one's probably my favorite. But I do have a lot of Miss Frizzle dresses. Books up top. This is like very few of the books that I own. I couldn't take them all with me because I don't have a place to put them up here. But there's some of my favorites. You've got the Harry Potter, of course, and then this is my copy of Narnia that my siblings gave me. Over here, we've got more closet space. It just keeps going and going. On top of my dresser, there's just a couple more of my important things that I love. My jewelry box, which has a lot of gifts from family and friends in it. These pearls are probably my favorite. My mom and dad gave me those a couple Christmases ago. And then you've got my headlamp, which my dad gave me last year. He said after working at camp for so long, I should probably have one. This is a length of climbing rope from Cran Hill. I actually got to cut it myself with the rope burner, and it was probably one of my favorite parts of the summer. And then, of course, you've got my my mask that Aaron got me in, well, I'm not even sure, Spain maybe? When he was on his study abroad. I'm sure he'll comment and let us know. Well, Andy, that's about it. That's all I really got to show you in my apartment. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly think it's a little bit homey. Like I said, it's more of a craft room than anything else, but, you know, gotta go with what you love, right? So, dearie, I will see you on Thursday. Bye!